But Lady Admirals with a win, and we turn our attention now to the boys' contest as the Admirals looking to match the Lady Admirals with their 7th straight victory. Let's see, get the score sheets squared away here. Farragut, 16-5, 5-0 in the district. Hardin Valley, 11-7 overall, 2-3 in the district. The Admirals won on January 13th, 62-40 over at Hardin Valley. And again, it was a night where the Admirals needed some other people to pick up the slack. A tough shooting night for Dylan Adwell. And they did just that with Ryan Neal and Dallas Carbaugh primarily picking up the slack. 22 for Neal, 20 for Carbaugh. Dylan is coming off of a fantastic game last night. He scored 30 points and was Farragut's leading scorer. Dallas Carbaugh last night had 18. Ryan Neal scored 13. As Farragut defeated William Blunt last night, 88-69. Hardin Valley in its road navy with the light blue lettering outlined in white. Starting for Coach John Higgins tonight, his Admirals, of course, in the home white with the Navy numerals and lettering. It'll be number 1, Elisha Brabson. Brabson is a senior. Number 4, Dylan Adwell. Again, 30 points last night. Number 5, Ryan Neal. Number 12, senior Isaiah Smith. And the lone junior in the starting lineup, number 13, Dallas Carbaugh. Farragut coached by John Higgins. He's assisted by Justin Wakefield, Steve Hampton, and Austin Glasgow. Hardin Valley's coached by Shane Wells. He's got a couple of assistants that aren't listed on the TSSAA website, but I know I've seen Coach Marcus Huey, former Admiral, on his bench from time to time. It's going to be for Hardin Valley to jump Jack Smith against Farragut's.
He has embraced us.
Okay,
We are proud to sponsor the broadcast of the Admirals
power
game,
somehow.
and we are humbled by the support we've been shown during these past couple of years. We remain committed to offering the highest quality cookies, pastries, pies, and breads, and our cake decorator will make your special occasion a dazzling affair. Open Wednesday through Saturday in the Cole Shopping Center. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking at VG's Bakery.
You're back.
Apologize. Had a power surge or a power outage, whatever the case. We are back and we are scoreless. A minute 15 seconds into this ball game. Dallas Carbaugh driving the lane, can't connect with on the drive. Farragut's turned it over once here early on. Hardin Valley with the basketballs. The Admirals are man-to-man. And driving for Hardin Valley and traveling as he tried to come to a stop against the pressure defense of Elisha Brabson. It was Ben Brophy. And so I believe that's Hardin Valley's first turnover. I was distracted momentarily trying to figure out what happened to our power, what the problem was. But we didn't miss any scoring. 6:25 to go opening quarter. and they're going to say Atwell carried the basketball as he made his way up court against Hardin Valley's Nick Laconis. So Hardin Valley's got Hudson Stokes, Ben Brophy, Nick Laconis, Jalen Pennell, and Jack Smith, the starting five for Coach Wells. And again, to reset the starting five for Farragut. There's a steal by Atwell. Dillon driving in front court, lost the dribble, but fortunately it was off Brophy's leg out of bounds, and so Farragut retains possession after Hardin Valley sees Atwell, who leads Farragut in steals, make the theft. So Farragut from underneath its own basket, Atwell inbounding, comes into Carball, right block, powers up a shot in close, good. So Farragut breaks the drought nearly 2 minutes in, and finally somebody scores. It's the Admirals' Dallas Carball on an inbound play, getting the ball deep in the post. Bounce pass goes down low for Hardin Valley to Smith. His shot blocked by Neal. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Hawks. Inbounding for Hardin Valley, Pennell. In it comes to Smith. Gives it to Pennell. Out top, Hudson Stokes. Launches a long three and comes up well short. He was midway between the top of the key and half court. So it's no wonder the ball, I'm not even sure if it touched the net, came up so short. Atwell in front court for Farragut. Drives the lane and fouled by Smith on his way to the basket. They'll say prior to a shot. And that should be, I believe, the first foul of the ball game. And we're going to have our first sub of the ball game. Brophy's going to be replaced in the Hardin Valley lineup by number 4, Ty Gentry, who is a senior. So freshman replaced by a senior. Atwell inbounding to Ryan Neal. Neal, free throw line jumper. No good. Rebounded away by Gentry. Gentry for Hardin Valley to Pennell. Pennell pocket pick. Dylan Atwell with the steal. Atwell leading the break back the other way. Scores on the layup. That's 2 steals here early on for Dylan. And Farragut leads 4-0. 5:15 to play, opening quarter. Pennell picks up his dribble, right side. Ryan Neal all over him. Dallas Carball had the steal, got it indeed, and the ball then was deflected off of Jack Smith out of bounds, and the Admirals force a 4th turnover. We saw Farragut play some tenacious defense at the outset last night at William Blunt, and very intense, very quick hands contesting everything on the defensive end here tonight against Hardin Valley. 4-0. Farragut leading. Atwell to Neal in front court, looking to get it to Carball, and he's denied. In the post, stepping in front, making the steal is Laconis for Hardin Valley. Comes into front court. Head fake into 3, Gentry. Gentry gives off to Nick Hodge, who has entered the lineup. He drives baseline. He's quicker than a hiccup. Left side, it's Stokes trying a 3. No good. Hodge grabs the rebound, circles out on the left wing. Stokes now with the ball, right hash mark, guarded by Brabson. Inside they go to Smith, working against Carball. Pivots, gets the shot up, but missed it. Nice move, but couldn't finish at the rim, and Carball with the defensive rebound. Gives to Atwell. Farragut leading 4-0, 4:20 to play, opening quarter. Isaiah Smith takes the pass, top of the key, gives to Brabson. Brabson, little crossover, lost the dribble. It's going to be stolen away as the Hawks come up with a loose basketball. Smith with it. Gives ahead to Laconis, and Coach Wells is going to use a 30-second timeout. 4:06 to play in our opening quarter, and Farragut leading 4-0 as we have seen both teams, at least while my eyes have been on the court. Again, we had power outage briefly, and so I was distracted momentarily, but by my count, both teams have turned the ball over 4 times here in the first 3 minutes, 54 seconds. Admirals have got a basket from Dylan Atwell and a basket from Dallas Carball. The basket by Carball was on an inbound play where he got the feed basically on the right block and powered up the shot good, and Atwell's basket came following his second steal. Scored in transition. Farragut returns to the floor with the same 5, the starting 5 of Isaiah Smith, Dylan Atwell, Ryan Neal, Dallas Carball, and Elisha Brabson. And there's a steal by Neal, picks the pocket of Hodge and drives for the layup at the other end. Ryan Neal with the basket. And Farragut's got 4 of its 6 off of turnovers. 6-0. Admirals leading. And they're going to call Neal for a pushing foul. And that'll be Ryan's first, and the first on the Admirals as a team. Inbound comes to Hodge. Hodge got away from Neal, lost the ball on the way up, though. Carball comes away with it, ahead to Smith. Smith ahead to Brabson. Brabson loses his dribble. Here comes Hardin Valley back the other way as it's the Hawks. Pushed and fouled. Ty Gentry driving right side. We'll see Farragut pick up its second foul, and it'll be the first on Elisha Brabson. Stokes and Smith check out. Barron Sheets, a freshman, number 2, and Dale Hensley, a senior, number 32, check in. Farragut answers with Carter Mayfield and David Beaver. Dylan Atwell and Elisha Brabson getting breathers. Inbound feed comes to Henley. Henley trying to get the ball back on a entry feed from Gentry. Sees Farragut slide in front and make another steal, and then a foul committed by Hardin Valley. Good post defense, Carball. And Gentry picks up his first foul, team second. 6 turnovers already for Hardin Valley. Farragut nipping at the Hawks' heels, however, with 5 of their own. 3:15 to go, opening quarter, and the Admirals leading 6-0. Hardin Valley in what appears to be a 2-3 zone. Neal to Mayfield, left side, right back to Ryan. He'll shoot a 3 from the top of the key and bury it. First 3 of the ball game belongs to the Admirals, who now lead 9-0. Farragut led at William Blount 11-2 right out of the gates last night. 2:45 to go, opening quarter. As driving goes Hodge into the lane. Could have shot it. Instead, kicks left side for a 3 by Laconis that is off the back of the rim, and it's Isaiah Smith for Farragut with a rebound. Ahead in front court to Beaver, and he lost it out of bounds. So a turnover for the Admirals. They're trying to push the tempo. 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Pennell driving right side, count it, and a block. So an and one opportunity for the Hawks as they get on the board. Jalen Pennell off the dribble, got around his man, and it was Beaver sliding over trying to draw the charge, but he was a split second late, and so instead is assessed the foul. Farragut's third, his first, and Pennell tries to complete the three-point play. Cannot. The rim spits it out, and it's Ryan Neal with the rebound. Ahead to Carter Mayfield on the right wing. Back now to Neal. Swings it left side to Smith. Smith, skip pass over on the right side to Carter. Carter to Neal at the top of the key. Ryan Neal backs it out near midcourt. Looks over towards Coach Higgins. 2:05 to play opening quarter. Smith to Mayfield. Mayfield to Neal on the right side. Skip pass to Smith, left side. Three-pointer for Isaiah. Too strong. Taken away by the Hawks. I think that was Sheets on the rebound. Gives ahead to Laconis in front court for the Hawks. He leaves it off with Pennell. He'll be guarded man-to-man by Mayfield. Here's a little pick-and-roll action with Henley. Henley can't shoot against Smith. Top of the key to Sheets. Drives through the lane. Lost a handle on it on the way up, but it lands right in the waiting arms of Dale Henley, who's wide open underneath the basket. And he scores uncontested from point-blank range, 9-4. Farragut led 9-0. Hardin Valley back-to-back baskets by Jalen Pennell and now Dale Henley. 80 seconds to go in the opening frame. Ryan Neal, left baseline drive, hands it off basically to Carball. Carball powers the shot up, no good, but he was fouled. Henley picks up his first foul. Team third on the Hawks, and Dallas Carball, who had 18 last night against William Blount, had 20 in the first meeting with Hardin Valley. 2 points here early on for the Farragut junior with his first free throw of the night that is good. Carball's got fine form on those free throws. Hardin Valley subbing. So I think Stokes back into the ball game. Second free throw rips the net as the first one did for Carbaugh. And Farragut going to get Ryan Neal and Isaiah Smith out of the lineup. Dylan Atwell back in. Looks like Dominic Van Acker, the freshman, number 3, also checks in. Pennell driving on Mayfield, bumped. And Carter Mayfield will pick up the foul, his first, team 4th. 4 fouls amongst 4 different Admirals, and now Brabson returns to the lineup. Dallas Carbaugh gets the breather. Inbound feed to Henley on an alley-oop off the baseline is missed, and then Pennell and Brabson both in possession of the ball. Possession arrow is to Hardin Valley. So it'll be Pennell again to inbound from the baseline right. Lobs into Henley, hands it off to Pennell. Pennell circles off the right wing and gives to Stokes out top. One dribble, returns it to Pennell. Pennell into the paint, tough shot, floater, no good. Tip out by Brabson, but Pennell will track it down. Right side, it comes to Gentry. He'll try a 3 for the Hawks. No good. Good rebound by Van Acker. Van Acker for Farragut gives to Atwell. Atwell into front court, into the left corner to Brabson. 3-pointer for Elisha, no good. And the Admirals come crashing over the back. Foul on Van Acker over the back. First foul on Dominic Van Acker, and the 5th on the Admirals as a team. 11-4, the Admirals leading. 5 points for Ryan Neal, 4 for Dallas Carbaugh, and 2 for Dylan Atwell. Dale Henley and Jalen Pennell, 2 points apiece for Hardin Valley. Hawks with 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's see if they look to hold for a final shot. Had a chance, actually, to get the ball down low to Smith. But here's a deflection and the steal by Mayfield. Ahead, can Brabson track that down? He does, gives to Atwell in the left corner. Down to 5 seconds to play. Atwell to Brabson, top of the key. Brabson driving the lane. They reach in, tried to tie him up, but instead got the foul. And that was turnover number 7. Carter Mayfield forced, and they're going to say he was fouled prior to his shot. So 0.8 of a second to play. Atwell inbounds Mayfield, 3-pointer short. First quarter comes to a close with Farragut leading, visiting Hardin Valley 11-4. Back in 1 minute with second quarter action as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on Farragut's independent voice, FM 105.3 WFIV.
Here at the Mike Dyer Agency, we know insurance coverage options can be overwhelming. That's why we partner with Nationwide to help you find the best protection for you and your family's needs. Give us a call today at 865-966-2111 to learn more. Or visit our website at MikeDyerInsuranceAgency.com. And remember, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
At Rocky Top Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, we are flag-waving, God-fearing, family men and women. We get dirty. We play hard. We work harder. What do we drive? Hard-working, classy, dirt-loving, muscle with attitude. We drive vehicles made in America, built in Detroit. New Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram vehicles. Available in East Tennessee at Rocky Top Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Shop today during the Make This the Summer event at Rocky Top.
Back at Farragut's Lynn Sexton Gymnasium, down below the newly christened Donald Dodgen Court, as the Admirals from the right corner. Dylan Atwell, first possession of the second quarter, good with a 3-ball. That'll be Dylan's first from beyond the arc. Farragut's second 3, and the Admirals lead 14-4. Hardin Valley in front court from the left corner. That's Brophy shooting a 3 and hitting it. That's the first 3 of the ball game for Hardin Valley. So both teams burying 3s on their first possessions of quarter number 2. 14-7, the Admirals lead the visiting Hawks. Atwell, left wing, against this Hardin Valley zone, penetrates, leaves it off with a Carbaugh, two-handed stuff. Atwell saw the seam, the defense, had to respect Farragut's leading scorer, and that gave Carbaugh all the opening he needed for a two-handed dunk. And now the Admirals defensively knock away a pass down low for Hardin Valley, deflected out over the baseline. Carbaugh now has 6. Admirals lead 16-7. Hardin Valley with the ball. Hudson Stokes out top. Gives off to Laconis. Inside to Smith. Reverse pivot. Turnaround jumper. Good. Nice post move by Jack Smith. His first bucket. Carter Mayfield, left side. Looks over this Hardin Valley zone. Goes to Atwell. And trying to get it to Carbaugh, and the help defender came from behind and made the steal. Good anticipation by Hardin Valley as Farragut turns it over for a 7th time. Here's Pinnell driving the lane and putting up the shot. Good. Pinnell scores on a drive. 16-11. And Coach Higgins is going to use a full timeout. Admirals using their first full timeout of the half. 6:22 to go in quarter number 2. And the Admirals, after leading 11-4 at the end of the first quarter, leading by 5 currently, 16-11. Let's get a 30-second break. We'll return with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on 105.3 WFIV.
Do you remember your family's favorite local pizzeria when you were growing up? The birthday parties, sports celebrations, hot, melty, cheesy topped pizzas, the hot, savory garlic knots, the enormous meatballs. The Pizza Kitchen, 10420 Kingston Pike, bordering West Knoxville, and Farragut is that place where your memories of tomorrow are made. On the web at thepizzakitchenknoxville.com or by phone 865-577-9191.
Admirals returning to the floor. They'll be getting Ryan Neal back into the game, joining Dominic Van Acker, Dallas Carbaugh, Dylan Atwell, and Elisha Brabson. Farragut leading 16-11. Admirals trailed Hardin Valley by 2 at halftime a couple of weeks ago. Van Acker penetrating, bounce pass through the lane to Carbaugh, and Carbaugh pivoting on the left block is called for taking steps. That'll be Farragut's 8th turnover. Pinnell in front court for the Hawks, guarded by Ryan Neal. Back to Brophy, who's guarded by Van Acker. A couple of freshmen going at each other there. Brophy got a step on Van Acker. A drive to the basket. Van Acker reaches in and deflects the ball out of bounds. Inbound. Carbaugh, what a play. Went up and snared that pass with one hand and just threw it off a Hardin Valley Hawk. Deflected it out of bounds into the Farragut bench. And so Carbaugh, great play, forces Hardin Valley's 8th turnover. And the Admirals get it back, leading by 5. 5:45 to play until halftime. Atwell, one of 3 Admirals to score so far, has his pass deflected. Van Acker picks it up. Dominic with a shot in the lane. A little floater for the freshman is good. So Dominic Van Acker, the 4th Admiral to score. And Farragut leads 18-11. Pick and roll action thrown away. Atwell with a steal. Ahead to Brabson. Brabson to Neal. Neal throws it up for Brabson. And did Farragut lose it out of bounds? Let's see who touched it last. They'll say Hardin Valley. Good anticipation by Atwell on the pick and roll, and not the best pass either for the Hawks. Farragut's going to turn it over on the inbound. Brophy with a good steal, or deflection, leads to a steal. And Brophy gets a return pass, drives the baseline, throws one up over his head. No good. Laconis, though, with an offensive rebound and backs it out to the top of the key. Now looking inside, Atwell with still another steal. Dillon driving in front court, scores. Atwell, he's got 3 or 4 steals already here in this first half, and the Admirals lead 20-11. Pinnell, guarded by Neal, down the left side of the lane, just forcing things, and that's a tough call because, again, Pinnell looked to be somewhat out of control and just kind of bullying his way towards the basket, but Carbaugh gets called for the foul. Carbaugh is second on the team in charges taken. Carter Mayfield leads the Admirals in that statistical defensive category, but didn't get the charge call, instead the blocking call, and it's, I believe, Dallas's first and Farragut's sixth. 6 fouls, I do believe, one apiece for 6 different Admirals. Timeout on the floor. Coach Wells of Hardin Valley asking for it. It's a 30-second timeout. So, again, 6 fouls, which means Hardin Valley for the remainder of the half. 4:46 to go in the half. Hardin Valley will be shooting the bonus. Farragut's got 7 from Atwell, 6 from Carbaugh, 5 from Neal, and 2 from Van Acker. Hardin Valley's got 4 from Pinnell, 2 from Smith, 2 from Henley, and 3 from Brophy. 20-11, the Admirals lead. Hardin Valley inbounding from the baseline left. And it comes to Brophy, mid-range jumper, left side, good. Brophy's got 5. It's 20-13. Atwell head fakes a 3, gives it off on the left side to Ryan Neal. Hardin Valley, 2-3 zone. Van Acker moves closer, kisses it off the glass, good, and he's fouled. Little lean-in jumper by Van Acker, and an and-one opportunity as the foul goes against Hardin Valley's Brophy. Back into the ball game, Nick Hodge for Hardin Valley replaces Jalen Pinnell, and Van Acker. Free throw, good. 3-point play completed by Van Acker. 23-13, the Admirals lead. 4:23 to play. Hodge. Was that pass deflected? No. Just lost a handle on the basketball. And turnover number 11 for Hardin Valley. Admirals leading by 10. Dylan Atwell into front court. Right hash to Van Acker. Between the circles to Neal. Left side to Brabson. Back to Neal, top of the key. Carbaugh's posting. Van Acker will get it to him from the right wing. And Carbaugh strong to the hole, scores. Carbaugh with 8 points, and the Admirals lead by 12. Hodge hounded by Neal. Starts right, between his legs, pulls up, moves to the free throw line, back to Brophy for a 3 from the top of the key, no good. Good box out by Carbaugh. Carbaugh ahead to Atwell, Atwell to Neal. Ball knocked away from Neal, actually off of Neal apparently. Official says touch last by Farragut. That caroms out over the baseline. And so the Admirals, again, trying to push the tempo, but turning the ball over. We've seen that, probably 3 occasions thus far in the first half. Hodge into the lane, threw it right to Carbaugh. Carbaugh with the steal. Farragut in front court. Neal into the lane, pulls up, shoots over Laconis, rimmed out, but there's Atwell knocking it away from Brophy, puts one up with a little English, and it's good. Right underneath the basket, Atwell extends the right hand, puts some English on it, and knocks it home off the window. Dylan's got 9. Good quick hands to get the ball back for the Admirals after the briefest of rebounds by the Hawks. 27-13, the Admirals by 14 as we go into 3 minutes to play in the first half. Stokes, long 3, left side, contested, no good. Into front court come the Admirals with Ryan Neal pulling up at the free throw line. Bang! Neal with that mid-range jumper, and the Admirals have opened up a 16-point lead at 29-13. 2:40 to go first half, and Neal reaches in, knocks the ball out of bounds, knocking it away from Nick Hodge. Smith out of the game. Brophy out of the game. Hodge out of the game for Hardin Valley. Julian McCoy checks in. First time we've seen him this evening. Ty Gentry returns to the lineup. Baron Sheets returns to the lineup, as does Dale Henley. Stokes is the only Hawk that remains of the 5 previously on the floor for Coach Wells. Neal going for a steal, bumps into McCoy, and picks up a foul. His second. He becomes the first Admiral to pick up a second foul, and as a result, Hardin Valley's going to shoot 1-1, and I believe Neal's going to come out of the ball game. Tyson Jackson going to the scorer's table. Jackson checks into the ball game, and stepping to the free throw line, senior Julian McCoy for Hardin Valley. Free throw, no good. Brabson the rebound. Gives to Adwell. Admirals with the ball and a 16-point lead. 2:25 to play. First half. Extending out of the zone, Ty Gentry. Brabson dribbles around him, feeds Smith in the right corner for a three. Good. Good look for Isaiah. Good setup by Elisha. And Smith buries the three. His first. Hardin Valley looking inside for Henley. Threw it away. Stolen by Van Acker. Ahead to Brabson. Brabson with a step around. Missed at the rim but was fouled. Farragut getting out on the break following the Hardin Valley turnover. And Brabson will shoot a couple, as that is foul number 6 on Hardin Valley. So the Admirals, with 2 minutes to play in the first half, are in the bonus. Join Hardin Valley in the bonus for the remainder of the half. The first free throw for Brabson is up and good, his first point of the night. Second one, good as well. So Elisha adds his name to the scoring column. 6 Farragut players have scored. Farragut leads 34-13. McCoy trying to get it to Henley, threw it away. Farragut just great pressure defense. McCoy forced to pick up his dribble, can't see his teammate, and Henley can't get there as Farragut's denying the pass on the other end as well. 14 turnovers for the Hawks in the first half. Farragut by 21. Isaiah Smith between the circles to Van Acker, left side to Atwell. Atwell down low, right block to Van Acker, counted, and he's fouled. That is a great diagonal look for Dylan Atwell. Hardin Valley extended with a couple of players. They were a little out of position on their zone, and Atwell threaded a needle through to Dominic Van Acker, and he hits the shot and is fouled. So Van Acker with 7 points in this second quarter. He's already completed 1 3-point play, tries for a second. Free throw is no good, and I think Farragut may be over the back on a rebound attempt. Tyson Jackson will pick up his first foul. Team 8th, so we walk to the other end in order for Hardin Valley to shoot 1 and 1. 36-13. The Admirals have blown it open here in the second quarter. Henley trying to stop the bleeding for Hardin Valley as he goes to the line for 1 and 1. Free throw, good. Nothing but net for the Hawks senior. Bonus toss is earned. Henley, free throw, got the roll. So Henley hits both ends of the 1 and 1, and it's 36-15. The Admirals by 21. Dylan Adwell in front court. Over to Elisha Brabson. To Van Acker, into the left corner to Adwell. Three-pointer, no. Brabson goes high for the rebound. Gives to Smith, top of the key. Three, good. Isaiah knocks down the three, his second. And the Admirals lead it 38-15. McCoy driving on Van Acker. Picks up his dribble left side, needs some help. Bounces it off to Sheets. Sheets forces his way into the lane and took steps. Farragut able to stay in front of Sheets, the Hardin Valley freshman, and he just sort of stutter-stepped or drugged the foot one, and it's another turnover, number 15 for Hardin Valley. Henley out of the ball game. Back in Jack Smith. (39-15). Farragut leading with 40 seconds to play until halftime. Dylan Atwell picks up his dribble, finds Brabson out top. Brabson to Atwell. He'll shoot the three. Good. Good look for Dylan Atwell, about 4 or 5 feet beyond the three-point arc, and he knocks down his second from long range. And now Hardin Valley throws it away at the other end, trying to go down low on the baseline to Jack Smith. Yet another turnover for the Hawks, their 16th. 42-15. The Admirals, on the strength of a dominating second quarter, have blown this game wide open, and they're holding for a final shot. Dylan Atwell guarded by Julian McCoy as we go under 10 seconds. Atwell goes left into the lane, finds Jackson in the right corner for a three. Good. Tyson Jackson hits a three from the right corner, and that sends the Admirals into the locker room. A hot bunch, 45-15. Farragut, but he stroked it nicely as Adwell gets the assist, and the Admirals go to the locker room up 45-15 on neighboring Hardin Valley. We'll get a 2-minute break, return to take a look at the first half numbers as you listen to Farragut High School basketball on Farragut's independent voice, FM 105.3 WFIV.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City. WFIV is powered by Rocky Top Jeep Ram with award-winning customer service and home of the lifetime warranty. Rocky Top, just off I-40, exit 407.
You've got dirt, grime, and french fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our area locations today or check us out at puremagiccarwash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
You haven't really had wings until you experience Craven Wings, East Tennessee's best wings, fresh, never frozen. No antibiotics, steroids, or hormones, and always gluten-free, which means a taste that will keep you craving more. Their sauces are made in-house, including University of Tennessee's tight end Jacob Warren's Personal Sauce 87. Watch the game on 26 flat-screen TVs or sit outdoors on their spacious patio. Check out daily specials like their Wednesday Wing Ding or their Monday Burger Bash. Craven Wings is located at 12350 South North Shore Drive in Knoxville. Hot and crispy and cooked fresh to order. We'll see you there, y'all.
Order online at www.cravenwings.com.
At Rocky Top Ford, we are flag-waving, God-fearing family men and women. We get dirty. We play hard. We work harder. What do we drive? Hard-working, classy, dirt-loving, muscle with attitude. We drive vehicles made in America, built Ford tough since 1903. Available in East Tennessee at Rocky Top Ford. Conveniently located, small town, big savings. Rocky Top Ford.
Eric Gerhardt back with you at Farragut's Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. And back at our WFIV studios, Dusty Street behind the camera. If you're watching the video stream online, which you can access either through FarragutAdmiralsBasketball.com or FarragutFootball.com, it's Brandon Campbell shooting the video, BDC Productions. Farragut leads Hardin Valley at intermission 45-15 as the Admirals were up 11-4 at the end of the first quarter and outscored the Hawks 34-11 in quarter number 2, opening up a 30-point lead at intermission. Farragut led out of the gates 9-0, but Hawks again hanging around, down by 7 at the end of the first quarter, but just the defense taken to sort of a different level, although the defense was really good actually initially, but just felt like it affected Hardin Valley even more in the second quarter. I had the Hawks with 7 turnovers in the first quarter, 9 in the second. So you turn somebody over 16 times and a half, you're playing good defense, and if you hold somebody to 15 points, obviously, there's a number of telltale stats as to what kind of defense the Admirals continue to play. And meanwhile, Farragut a little bit generous, in particular early on, turning the ball over themselves. I had them with 6 turnovers in the first quarter, 4 in the second. So 10 in the first half, which I know is a number significantly higher than what Coach Higgins would want to see. But still, the Admirals with a 30-point cushion and a good shooting first half for Farragut. The Admirals had 6 3-pointers, and the exclamation point was Tyson Jackson. Not usually one to even attempt a 3, but he took it with confidence from the right corner as the first half was winding down and nailed it on an assist from Dylan Adwell. So that was Jackson's lone basket. Farragut also got 2 threes from Atwell, who is the leading scorer in the first half with 12 points. Let's see. Isaiah Smith also had 2 threes. 6 first half points for Isaiah Smith. Dallas Carval with 8 first-half points, was 2 of 2 from the line. Ryan Neal with 7 first-half points, included in his total, a three-pointer. Dominic Van Acker, 1 of 2 from the line, 7 first-half points for the Farragut freshman. And Elisha Brabson, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 points for Brabson. So the Admirals were 5 of 6 from the foul line, 83%, and had the 6 three-pointers. For Hardin Valley, Julian McCoy, 0 of 1 from the line, did not score. Ben Brophy had 5 first-half points, included in his total, a 3. Jalen Pennell, 0 of 1 from the line. He had 4 points. Jack Smith with 2 points. Dale Henley with 4 points. Henley was 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. So Hardin Valley 2 of 4 from the foul line. Again, Farragut was 5 of 6. The Hawks had the 1 3-pointer from Brophy, and again, Farragut had 6 threes. The Admirals with 10 turnovers, the Hawks with 16. And on the scoreboard, it's Farragut 45, Hardin Valley 15. Back in 2 minutes with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on Farragut's Independent Voice, 105.3 WFIV.
Looking for a fast quote? How about the right quote? We here at the Mike Dyer Agency can deliver both to help you with your insurance needs. Call us today at 865-966-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at MikeDyerInsuranceAgency.com. And remember, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. Our deals are so hot you gotta stop, drop, and roll. Stop shopping, drop in, and you'll roll out in a brand new Nissan. Ted Russell Nissan. Nobody sells more new Nissans on Kingston Pike.
Ted Russell Nissan. We got it going on.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. We got new Nissans coming in daily. Rogues, Pathfinders, Ultimas, Sentras, even Versas. So if you're looking for a new Nissan, we got it. Ted Russell Nissan. Nobody sells more new Nissans on Kingston Pike.
Do you remember your family's favorite local pizzeria when you were growing up? The birthday parties, sports celebrations, hot melty cheesy topped pizzas, the hot savory garlic knots, the enormous meatballs. The Pizza Kitchen, 10420 Kingston Pike, bordering West Knoxville, and Farragut is that place where your memories of tomorrow are made. On the web at thepizzakitchenknoxville.com or by phone 865-577-9191.
You've got dirt, grime, and French fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our area locations today or check us out at PureMagicCarWash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Eric Gerhardt back with you here at Farragut's Lynn Sexton Gymnasium, Dusty Street in our WFIV studios, and Brandon Campbell shooting the video. If you're watching online, again, links are provided at FarragutAdmiralsBasketball.com and FarragutFootball.com, WFIV.com as well, available to those outside the range of our FM 105.3 signal. Lady Admirals won earlier over Hardin Valley by a final of 77-48, improving to 5-1 in the district. Hardin Valley falls to 0-6 in district play. Also tonight, girls action. Bearden remains perfect in the district. They win at home to the Lady Bulldogs, defeating Maryville 56-29. So that sets up Friday night as Farragut hosts Bearden. And on the girls' side of things, it'll be Bearden, the current #1 team in the District 4 4A standings, at 4-0, hosting Farragut, which is nipping at the Lady Dogs' heels. Only loss for Farragut was back in December at Bearden, in district play, that is. Farragut 5-1 in the district. Heritage is 4-1. Maryville now 2-3 with tonight's loss at Bearden. William Blount 1-5. Hardin Valley 0-6. On the boys' side of things, Farragut comes into the night 5-0, and they have dominated the Hawks in the first half, in particular in the second quarter, building a 30-point halftime lead, 45-15. Hardin Valley currently 4th in the District 4 standings. Farragut's 5-0, Bearden's 2-1, William Blount 4-2. Hardin Valley is 4th at 2-3, followed by Maryville at 1-3, and Heritage at 0-5. Tomorrow night, Heritage, as far as District 4 4A matchups go, Heritage will be at Bearden tomorrow night, and then Friday night Of course, the Admirals host the Bulldogs of Bearden. Hardin Valley will go over to William Blount. We'll have the Friday round ball battle of West Knoxville. Bearden coming to Farragut right here on your home for Farragut High School hoops. 105.3 WFIV. Admirals led in the first half by Dylan Atwell's 12 points, but it's a pretty balanced effort, as we oftentimes see. Dallas Garbaugh with 8, Ryan Neal with 7, Isaiah Smith with 6. Throw in Elisha Brabson with 2 and Tyson Jackson with 3 to round out Farragut's first half scoring, while Hardin Valley's being led by Ben Brophy, freshman, with 5 points, Dale Henley and Jalen Pinnell 4 points apiece, and Jack Smith with 2. So Hardin Valley hasn't emerged yet from the locker room, and if they are much later in coming out, it'll be a technical foul. Farragut ready to go with the starting 5. I can just imagine some of the comments perhaps coming from the student section, wondering if Hardin Valley, down by 30 at halftime, has just gotten on the bus and headed home. No. Here come the Hawks. So Farragut with Ryan Neal, Dylan Adwell, Elisha Brabson, Isaiah Smith, and Dallas Garbaugh, the same 5 that Coach Higgins began the game. And Hardin Valley will counter with Nick Laconis, Jalen Pinnell, Jack Smith, Ben Brophy, and Hudson Stokes. Hardin Valley with the first possession of the second half, and the Hawks nearly threw it away. Stokes' pass was deflected by Smith and went right to then Jack Smith. Isaiah tried to tie him up and instead is assessed a foul. Nobody in any serious foul difficulty for either team. Pinnell, wide open look for 3 from the right wing is no good. Weak side rebound, Elisha Brabson. He's double teamed, able to find Dylan Atwell. Atwell quickly in front court to Ryan Neal. Neal into the corner to Smith, moves to the wing, 3-pointer, bang. Third 3 of the ball game for Isaiah Smith. Just slid 2 steps to his left for a wide open look as the defender went flying by, and Farragut is on the board first in this third quarter with their 7th 3-pointer of the game, and the third for Smith. 48-15 is our score. Pinnell out top, guarded by Brabson. Gives off to Laconis. He'll drive the lane, and Brabson just throws it back from whence it came, but it ricochets out to Stokes on the perimeter. Stokes penetrates, gives to Laconis. Right corner 3 is short. Atwell grabs it. The Admirals want to run. Ahead to Smith. Smith against Pinnell in the break. Pinnell with a nice block shot. Here comes Hardin Valley back the other way. Lead pass comes to Laconis. Driving on Atwell. No good. Ricochets off the glass. Comes to Pinnell, and he lays it up and in. Pinnell gets Hardin Valley on the board here in the second half. Atwell dribbles around Brophy in front court, gives to Smith in the corner. He drives baseline, little floater, good for Isaiah. Isaiah taking it to the basket. Oftentimes, he's positioned on the 3-point arc as he was on that occasion. However, beat his man off the dribble, and now we're going to have Ryan Neal given a foul. And so that will be a third foul for Neal. I just said a moment ago, nobody in any serious foul trouble, but Neal will become the first player to pick up a third foul. Second on the Admirals here in the third quarter. Farragut leading 50-17 with 6:23 to play in the third, as Pinnell gets the ball back after inbounding it. Tried to go down low to Smith, and Neal knocks it away, and Farragut comes up with it. It's Brabson in front court. Atwell, long 3, good. Dylan Atwell. Boy, he had 30 last night, shot the ball great at William Blount. He's got 15 tonight. That's his third 3-pointer, and Brabson reaches in and ties up Pinnell, and the possession arrow is to the Admirals. So Pinnell driving down the right side of the lane, and Brabson to his right reached across and got his hand on top of the ball as Pinnell was going up for a shot, and the Admirals will get the ball as a result. Play stop momentarily. Hardin Valley is going to sub in Baron Sheets for Laconis. (53-17). Admirals in complete control as Atwell brings it in front court against Brophy. Dribbles left, picks up his dribble, gets it to Isaiah Smith over on the right side. He's guarded by Hudson Stokes. Backside lob to Brabson. Grabs it, but missed on a reverse. Could have been thrown a little bit higher, and Brabson might have thrown down a dunk on the alley-oop. Here's Stokes, left side three. Good. Stokes is a shooter. That's his first of the night, but he can light it up. Left side three for the Hardin Valley senior. 53-20 in favor of the Admirals. Atwell in front court. Hardin Valley was zoned in the first half. Opened the second half man-to-man. Carbaugh in the right corner, guarded by Smith to Neal. Neal driving on Brophy in the lane. Hit on the wrist on the shot attempt is Neal, so he'll have a couple of free throws coming. Third foul on Brophy. I believe he's the first Hawk to pick up a third foul. And Ryan Neal at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Farragut's 5 of 6 from the foul line. Neal short. One more to go for the Farragut senior. 13 points last night at William Blount. 22 in the first meeting with Hardin Valley. Second toss is good. He now has 8 points this evening. And Farragut leads by 34, 54-20. Coach Wells is going to use a timeout. Full timeout? Yes, full timeout being used by the Hawks. 5:09 to play in the third quarter, and Farragut up 54-20. We'll get a 30-second break and return with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on Farragut's Independent Voice. FM 105.3 WFIP.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. Our deals are so hot you gotta stop, drop, and roll. Stop shopping, drop in, and you'll roll out in a brand new Nissan. Ted Russell Nissan. Nobody sells more new Nissans on Kingston Pike.
Ted Russell Nissan. We got it going on.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. We got new Nissans coming in daily. Rogues, Pathfinders, Altimas, Sentras, even Versas. So if you're looking for a new Nissan, we got it. Ted Russell Nissan. Nobody sells more new Nissans on Kingston Pike.
Coming out of the Hardin Valley timeout, it'll be the Hawks with the basketball. Farragut leading with 5:09 to play in the third quarter by a score of 54-20. Smith for Hardin Valley with the ball out top, guarded by Dallas Carbaugh. Gives off to Brophy. Brophy trying to step back three, and Ryan Neal, a help defender, knocks it away. Knocked it to Smith, ahead to Carbaugh. Carbaugh ahead of the pack, lays it up and in. Farragut gets out on the break, turns the turnover into points at the other end. The quick hands of Ryan Neal created it, and Carbaugh now in double figures with 10 points. There's another steal. Smith with it, ahead to Atwell. Atwell driving, gives it off to Neal, lays it up and in. Dillon could have had the layup himself, instead gives it off to Neal. And the Admirals, back-to-back turnovers, make it 3 in a row for Hardin Valley. That pass thrown wide, and Stokes lost it out of bounds. And that's going to be turnover number 20 of the night for Hardin Valley. Atwell will get a breather. Carter Mayfield into the lineup for the Admirals. 58-20, Farragut leading by 38. Hardin Valley subbed. They got Sheets. Maybe Sheets may have already been in the ball game here. They got Gentry into the lineup. Cross-court pass for Farragut comes right side to Mayfield. He'll drive into the lane and tried to bounce it down low to Carbaugh. And a little miscommunication between teammates. That one skips out of bounds. Should be the first turnover of the second half for the Admirals. Pennell moves right. He's guarded by Brabson. Out high to Gentry. Guarded by Smith. Down the right side of the lane. Floater, good. Ty Gentry scores. That's his first basket of the night. He becomes the sixth Hawk to score. 58-22 is our score. Isaiah Smith takes a pass from Carter Mayfield. Gives to Brabson. Left corner three for Elisha. Short. Rebounded away by Pennell of Hardin Valley. Pennell in front court. Down the lane. Puts a shot up off the window. Won't go. Carbaugh with the rebound. Dallas ahead to Ryan Neal in front court. Neal on Gentry. Drives. Back to Carbaugh. Three-pointer. Top of the key is good. Dallas with his first three of the night. Quickly, Hardin Valley in front court. Gentry down low to Smith. Smith, reverse layup. No good. Brabson with the rebound. Given to Mayfield. Mayfield ahead to Neal. Neal in front court, pulls up, three-pointer for Ryan, splash. Neal's got 13, and the Admirals are lighting it up from outside, just as the Lady Admirals did earlier. Girls had 14 three-pointers, and the boys maybe headed towards a similar number. Spinning in the lane, Hardin Valley's Baron Sheets fouled. Sheets, just a freshman, will go to the line to shoot two as Carter Mayfield is given the foul. 64-22. Farragut leading Hardin Valley as Baron Sheets. Toss, no good. Got another one coming. David Beaver into the ballgame for Dallas Carbaugh. Hawks subbed into the ballgame Hakeem Rashid, number 5, junior. Second free throw, missed. Rebound, though, by Henley. Put back, no. Comes right to Rashid, and he's just into the ballgame, and he scores. 3 cracks at it for the Hawks, and Rashid capitalizes. And so it's 64-24. Farragut by 40, 2:28 to play third quarter. Ryan Neal into front court, guarded by Rashid. To Mayfield, right corner, Smith. Quick shot for Isaiah, no good. Rebounded away by Ty Gentry. Gentry hounded by Isaiah Smith. Into front court comes Gentry, and he just throws it away. He and Laconis kept drifting farther towards the corner, and the pass was thrown to Laconis' right into the Hardin Valley bench out of bounds. Turnover number 21 for Hardin Valley. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Mayfield driving, kicks, right corner. Isaiah Smith, great look. Back rimmed it. Rebound, though, offensive rebound. David Beaver out to Carter for a three. No good. Rebound fought for, knocked loose, and got a foul call on Smith. Isaiah Smith, that is, of Farragut. Not to be confused with Jack Smith of Hardin Valley, who actually is not currently on the floor, but frequently is. Gentry loses his dribble as he comes across the timeline, retrieves it. Smith right in his hip pocket. It's going to be called for a hand check foul. So back-to-back fouls on Isaiah. And then Isaiah must have said something as he walked by the official because he quickly teed him up. So we're going to have technical free throws. I don't know if Coach Higgins got an explanation or not. If so, it was extraordinarily brief. Laconis, senior for Hardin Valley, has not scored tonight. Had 11 in the first meeting. He'll shoot the technical free throws, and he hits the first and the second as well. Now the Hawks get the ball to boot. Inbound feed comes to Eli Johnson. Johnson, seeing his first action of the night, takes the inbound feed, drives down the right side of the paint, and is promptly fouled. Van Acker picks up the foul, and that will send Eli Johnson to the line to shoot a couple. So let's see. Hardin Valley's got Hakeem Rashid, Nick Laconis, Dale Henley, Baron Sheets, and at the free throw line, Eli Johnson, junior, off the back of the rim, no good. Now Henley checks out of the game for Hardin Valley between free throws, and Nick Hodge returns to the lineup. Meanwhile, Farragut's got Elisha Brabson, Dominic Van Acker, David Beaver, Ryan Neal, and Carter Mayfield. Second free throw is missed as well by Johnson. Van Acker the board, given to Neal. 1:30 to play in the third quarter, and the Admirals leading by 38, 64-26. Carter Mayfield guarded by Nick Laconis. To Brabson. Brabson driving on Sheets, knocked away by Sheets in the paint, but retrieved by Farragut's Neal. Now down low to Brabson, tried to dunk it, missed, grabs his own miss, and now going back up with it. He's either fouled or tied up. And they'll give the foul to Hardin Valley's Nick Hodge. And they say it was not a shooting foul. So 1:13 to play, third quarter. Ryan Neal will trigger it in from the baseline left for the Admirals. Gives in to Brabson, right underneath, and he lays it up and in. Brabson comes open underneath the basket on the inbound, and an and one opportunity as Hodge picks up his second foul, and Elisha Brabson has his first field goal of the night. So Elisha frustrated that he missed the dunk a moment ago, but scores on the inbound play, and now completes the three-point opportunity. Brabson will go to the bench as Farragut gets Tyson Jackson into the ballgame. 67-26, Farragut leading with 1:10 to play in the third. Julian McCoy reports to the scorer's table for the Hawks. Meanwhile, Nick Hodge driving down the lane, took steps. Turnover number 22 of the night for the Hawks. Into the ballgame, Julian McCoy. He will replace Laconis. Hardin Valley. Little full court man. Ryan Neal brings it up against McCoy's pressure. Neal going left, lost a handle on the ball, and turned it over. Hardin Valley had reached in and sort of stripped Ryan of it, and as he was trying to grab it back, he never could cleanly get a handle, and just all but threw it out of bounds, trying to. So Farragut's 12th turnover, second of the second half. Hardin Valley gets the ball back. Hodge working against Mayfield. Carter stays in front of him and traps him in the corner. Tried to bounce it off Carter and failed to do so. It's picked up by Beaver. Beaver ahead to Carter. Carter saves it in bounds, but it saves it to Hardin Valley. Back the other way come the Hawks. Johnson leading the break ahead to Hodge, who lays it up and in. So the teams exchange turnovers, and the Hawks get a bucket in transition to make it 67-28, and Farragut will hold for a final shot as the third quarter winds down. Ryan Neal walks in front court, guarded by Rashid. Three-pointer. Ryan, good! Ryan Neal just pulls up and buries a three right in front of Hakeem Rashid to end the third quarter. Neal's got 16, and the Admirals have 70. They lead by 42 as we head to the fourth quarter. It's Farragut 70, Hardin Valley 28. Back in 1 minute with fourth quarter action as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on 105.3 WFIV.
You've got dirt, grime, and French fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our area locations today or check us out at PureMagicCarWash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Hello, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. After 22 years, we are both proud and humbled by how this community has embraced us. We are proud to sponsor the broadcast of the Admirals games, and we are humbled by the support we've been shown during these past couple of years. We remain committed to offering the highest quality cookies, pastries, pies, and breads, and our cake decorator will make your special occasion a dazzling affair. Open Wednesday through Saturday in the Cole Shopping Center. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking at VG's Bakery.
Hardin Valley turns it over on the first possession of the fourth quarter, their 24th turnover of the night. Farragut leads 70-28. Tyson Jackson, David Beaver, Carter Mayfield, Dominic Van Acker, and Luke Johnson on the floor for Coach Higgins. Jackson, baseline jumper off a feed from Mayfield is no good, and it's Hardin Valley in front court. Rashid lost his dribble, grabs it back, bounces it into the left corner. That's McCoy trying a three and hitting a three. Julian McCoy with his first three-pointer of the evening, our first basket of the evening. Mayfield in front court, got away from his man, and a blocking foul as Carter streaking to the hole, fouled by McCoy. A couple of free throws coming for Farragut's Carter Mayfield. First of which by the Farragut senior is up and good. It's Carter's first point of the night. Second toss. Nothing but net for Carter Mayfield. Farragut leads 72-31. Hardin Valley driving in the lane. That's Nick Hodge dishing it off to Jack Smith, and Smith is going to be fouled by Farragut's Luke Johnson, and that should result in a couple of free throws for Hardin Valley junior Jack Smith. First free throw is up and good for Smith. He now has 3 points this evening. Carter Mayfield out of the ball game. Aiden Van Acker checks into the lineup for the Admirals. Second toss by Smith, no good, and Beaver tracks it down, and then they're going to reach in and foul David. McCoy or Rashid, they give it to Hakeem Rashid, his first. Hardin Valley's in the bonus. Farragut's 2 fouls away from the bonus. 2 Hardin Valley fouls away from the bonus. Van Acker in front court to Aiden Van Acker, and the ball's knocked away from behind. Hardin Valley with it into front court. Hawks set up the half-court offense, trailing 72-32. Eli Johnson into the lane, runs over Beaver, who's going to be called for a blocking foul. 1-1 for Johnson, who's 0 of 2 from the line. Farragut getting Dominic Van Acker out of the ball game, as well as Tyson Jackson. I think Preston Fuller checked in. Free throw, no good. Fuller with the rebound. Farragut with the basketball. Aiden Van Acker at the point. Rivnak has checked in for Farragut. Beaver with the ball left side. It was knocked away by Hardin Valley. Another turnover for the Admirals. Hardin Valley on the break. They're going to give it back. Farragut reached in. I think it was maybe Aiden Van Acker or Rivnak won, and knocked the ball loose of Sheets, and it then deflected off his leg and out of bounds. So the Admirals have Beaver, Rivnak, Luke Johnson, Preston Fuller, and Aiden Van Acker on the floor. Fuller with the ball currently. Hardin Valley man-to-man. Beaver out top, guarded by Johnson. Gives it off to Garrick Rivnak. He's guarded by the Hawks' Hunter Frey, seeing his first action. Beaver hoists a 3. No good. Fuller, a putback, good. Preston Fuller on the offensive glass scores. Farragut leads 74-32. 4:45 to play. It'll be Hodge driving right side. He feeds in the left corner. They move it to the wing. Johnson, he gives it up. Top of the key. Sheets, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded away by the Admirals. Fuller ahead to Luke Johnson. Johnson driving right side. Pulls up at the three-point arc. Out top to Aiden Van Acker. He's guarded by Rashid. Through the lane comes Fuller. Takes the pass. Puts the shot up against Johnson with the right hand. No good. Got his own miss. Quick kick out. Luke Johnson. 3. No, won't go. Rebounded away by Sheets. Ahead to Rashid for Hardin Valley. And a whistle sounds. And prior to a shot, Luke Johnson, trailing on the play defensively, committed a foul, which will result in 1-1. They're going to say 2. I guess that's because now it's a double bonus. That's right. So Rashid to shoot 2, the first of which is good. 3 points for him this evening. David Beaver will be spelled by Tyson Jackson, who returns to the lineup. Sheets out for Hardin Valley. Who checked in for the Hawks? Second free throw by Rashid. No good, and out of bounds. Farragut's basketball. Whit Joseph, I believe, just entered the lineup for the Hawks. 74-33, Farragut leading, 3:38 to play. Rivnak, floater, left side of the lane, good. Garrick Rivnak, the junior, with his first bucket. And the Admirals lead 76-33. Nick Hodge, right side, pulls up three-pointer for the Hawks and hits it. Pull-up 3 for Hodge, his first of the night. 5 points for the Hardin Valley sophomore. Aiden Van Acker, good feed to Rivnak on a baseline cut. And it comes wide open. Rivnak lays it up and in. Aiden Van Acker with the assist. Rivnak with the basket. Hodge in front court for the Hawks. To Rashid in the corner, driving baseline, leaves it off with Joseph. He powers up a shot. Good. And a whistle sounds, an and one opportunity. They're going to give the foul to Luke Johnson. Free throw, good. Three-point play completed by Whit Joseph, and now we've got a Hawk on the floor that I don't have on my roster. Here's right side. Johnson trying a three. No good. Got his own miss, though. Bounced it to Tyson Jackson. It was mishandled, but grabbed back by Johnson. But now his pass intended for Rivnak is going to be wide of the mark. Thrown out of bounds. Admirals with a turnover. 2:25 to play. Clock rolling. Mercy rule in effect. 78-39. The Admirals leading. Hardin Valley will have the ball near midcourt. Hardin Valley, they're going to return the favor. They threw it out of bounds. 26 turnovers tonight for Hardin Valley. Aiden Van Acker to Luke Johnson on the left wing. He's guarded across the way by Hunter Frey. Off to Preston Fuller, top of the key, drives on Johnson, gives to, in the corner, gives to Jackson, and Jackson with a good quick pass to Rivnak, who buries a three. Garrick Rivnak, 7 fourth-quarter points. And the Admirals lead at 81-39. Here's a three put up by Rashid of Hardin Valley, no good. Tyson Jackson with the defensive rebound, gives to Aiden Van Acker. 75 seconds to play. Farragut by 42. Rivnak, top of the key. Moves into the lane or left side of the paint, gives to Jackson. He drives a baseline. Into the corner, Van Acker, three-pointer, rims out, put back by Rivnak. No, tip, no. Farragut battling. Luke Johnson comes out of there with it. Moves to the right corner, puts up a three and hits it. Luke Johnson with his first three of the night. And the girls had 14 threes earlier. I think the boys may have topped them. We'll add them all up here momentarily. 43 seconds to play. Dribbles lost by Hardin Valley. Rivnak picks it up for the Admirals. Into front court, driving on Johnson. Misses the layup, and the ball's knocked loose. Johnson comes up with it for Farragut on the right wing. Out top to Aiden Van Acker. Thought about pumping up a three, but instead backs it out near midcourt. Now he got a screen, and they'll call Fuller for a offensive foul. Moving screen. So player control foul on Preston Fuller. No free throws as a result. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, and the Admirals will improve to 16-5, 6-0 in district play as they defeat Hardin Valley tonight, 84-39. Admirals playing awfully well of late, and certainly tonight an impressive performance from Coach Higgins' squad, their 7th win in a row. It was Farragut jumping out to a 9-0 lead. They led 11-4 at the quarter break, up 45 to 45 to 15 at halftime after a 34-11 second quarter advantage. Third quarter, Farragut outscored Hardin Valley 25-13 to lead 70-28 going to the fourth. Farragut with a 14-11 fourth quarter edge. They win it 84-39. I had Hardin Valley with 27 turnovers tonight, and Farragut with 17. Good handful of those turnovers for the Admirals came in late in the game with emptying the bench. Let's see. For Hardin Valley, Julian McCoy, 0 of 1 from the line, 1 3-pointer, 3 points tonight. Nick Hodge had 5 points, included in his total a 3-pointer. Barron Sheets, 0 of 2 from the line, did not score. Hudson Stokes, 3 points on a third quarter 3-pointer. Ty Gentry had 2. Hakeem Rashid, 1 of 2 from the line, finished with 3 points. Ben Brophy had 5 points, included in his total a 3. Nick Laconis, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 points tonight for Laconis. Jalen Pinnell, 0 of 1 from the line. He finished with 6 points. Eli Johnson, 0 of 3 from the line, did not score. Jack Smith, 1 of 2 from the line, 3 points tonight for Smith. Dale Henley, 2 of 2 from the line, 4 points tonight for the Hardin Valley senior Henley. And Whit Joseph, 1 of 1 from the line, 3 points tonight for Joseph. So the Hawks had 4 threes and 3, 5, 8, 9, 11, 13, 15, 16 free throw attempts. They made only 7 of those. As for the Admirals, Elisha Brabson was a perfect 3 of 3 from the line. 5 points tonight for Elisha. Garrick Rivnak, 7 fourth-quarter points, including a three-pointer. Dominic Van Acker, 1 of 2 from the line. He finished with 7 points. Dylan Atwell had 3 threes. He had 15 points this evening. His night's work was done relatively early in the second half. Ryan Neal was 1 of 2 from the line tonight, had 3 three-pointers, finished with 16 points. Tyson Jackson's lone basket beat the buzzer at halftime, a 3 from the right corner. Luke Johnson with a 3 late in the ballgame, his 1 bucket tonight. Isaiah Smith had 3 threes. He finished with 11 points. Dallas Carball, 1 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 13 points tonight for Carball. Carter Mayfield, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 points. Preston Fuller chipped in 2 points as well. So the Admirals had 7, 8, 9, 12, 13 three-pointers this evening, shooting the ball extremely well. Girls game, Lady Admirals had 14. The boys followed up with 13 three-pointers. Both teams shooting the ball extremely well at home as they look forward to Bearden coming in here Friday night. Pleased to be joined by head coach of the Admirals, Coach John Higgins. And, Coach, I tell you, another game last night, I think we saw 11-2 at the outset. Tonight, 9-0 at the outset. Another focused group of Admirals, on the defensive end.
Yeah, it was good. We talked about it last night as well, just trying to get out to a good start defensively, especially seeing if we can get after them early. Tonight we were able to do that. Tonight's a little different than yesterday. Yesterday I think we scored on our first 3 or 4 possessions. Tonight it took us a while to get a basket. But, those things kind of happen when you're playing it. And Hardin Valley came out. They came out well prepared. They played hard. They did things they were supposed to do in the beginning. We had some careless turnovers to start, and I think that kind of hurt us early especially. But, once we got going defensively, once we were able to start taking care of the ball, making some shots here and there, we were able to start getting into our game.
Blew it open in the second quarter with a 34-point quarter. Yeah. Coach, but offensively, you guys clicking tonight. And, it's on the heels of last night's 88-point output, Saturday, 81 against Greenville.
Yeah.
I don't know, Coach, if I can remember 3 straight 80-plus games.
That's definitely good to hear. With us, I think it starts on the defensive end, and that's what I've been trying to preach to the guys every day. I'm sure they're tired of hearing it. But every day I preach to them, hey, let's defend the way we know we can. Let's defend like our lives depend on it. Hold the other team if we can to 1 shot so we can get out and get some easy baskets. And tonight we were able to do such things. Last night we were able to do it. Saturday we were able to do it. Friday we were able to do it. It's just one of these things where we're in a groove right now defensively, and it's really helping our offense. And that's what the guys have to understand, and I think that's what they're finally starting to see.
Bearden on Friday. What is it about the Bulldogs? Obviously the quickness. They're a pretty darn solid defensive team year in and year out as well. I was talking with William Blount Athletic Director Scott Cupp briefly last night, but he's talking about, the separation of certain teams and teams that would, like, for instance, give his William Blount Governors difficulty, teams that defend. Yeah. And so kudos to the Admirals, he said, because they're getting after it. And he said, Bearden defends pretty good too, and so we had trouble with Bearden. But what about that matchup, Coach, and what we should expect Friday night?
It's going to be a really good game. They're really well coached. They've got a lot of great players over there, and they're going to come out. They're going to give us all they have, and we've got to make sure that we're prepared to give them all that we have. It's going to be a great atmosphere. I expect this place to be packed out. I expect a lot of people to come out here and support not only us but the girls.
Sure.
JV as well at 4:30. And just make it hard on Bearden. If we can make this place hard on Bearden, on Friday. That'd be great for us because they're going to come out. They're going to come out red hot. You know, nobody likes to lose on their home floor. They're going to come out red hot. You know, we've got to be prepared for it. They're going to be prepared for it. They defend well. They can score in bunches. They got a really great players over there, like I said, in Breadwood and Walker Kyle and Darian. And, you know, they've got a bunch of guys that can play over there. We need to make sure that we match their intensity and that we're prepared to play as well.
Bearden's got Heritage tomorrow, a makeup of last Tuesday's games. And then they'll have obviously come to Farragut on Friday. The Admirals are off for the next couple of nights after having played Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. So four games in 5 days. But, I mean, I tell you, your guys don't look leg weary at all. We talked about it last night. The depth on this team, I'm sure, helps where that's concerned.
Well, it's been good that we've been able to, last few games, been able in the fourth quarter to get a bunch of guys playing, some good minutes. Maybe not so much last night because we didn't kind of break it open until, probably mid-third, mid-fourth. But, we've got good depth. The guys are in good shape. We worked them really hard in the preseason, like I've said before. They work really hard in practice. That's what I try and stress to them every day. The harder you work in practice, it doesn't matter how many games you play in a row, you're going to be used to it.
Yeah, the game's easier than practice,
exactly.
right?
Nothing's harder than what we do in practice.
Right.
We practice for so long. We practice 2 hours a day. These games take an hour and 20 minutes. So it's not like you're not working hard on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And so, I think our guys have been very good with it. Luckily, hopefully we could stay healthy and keep chugging along and working to get better. And, tomorrow's going to be another day where we come in and work to get better. And Thursday we'll come in and start and prepare for Bearden. So, we've got a good couple days of work in front of us because we can always get better. I hope this is not the tip of the iceberg. I hope this is, we're still making our way up there. We can always get better. We have some things we can clean up on, some things we can work on the next few days, and hopefully we can come out on Friday and do our jobs.
84-39, the Admirals win tonight over Hardin Valley, improving to 17-5, 6-0, and playing really well, Coach. So hopefully keep this momentum rolling. And like you say, actually the snowball effect where it just keeps picking up more and more steam, and they keep playing better and better as you head to the postseason. But I tell you, it's a fun group to watch. I'm sure it's a fun group to coach, and really enjoying it right now, and certainly looking forward to Friday night. As you said, I hope the gym's packed because Farragut-Bearden, that matchup deserves standing room only.
Yeah, it should be a great atmosphere. I'm looking forward to it.
That'll be fantastic. Coach, appreciate you as always. Congratulations on another big win, and we'll see you Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Coach John Higgins, his Admirals playing outstanding basketball as they improved to 17-5, 6-0. Again, they were at 13 3-pointers tonight. 13 3-pointers. They were 9